Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to start my project pan for the year of 2018, and I'm going to start with Pan That Palette. So if you have followed me for a while, you know that my channel has been kind of everywhere, which is fine because I only ever do videos that I actually like to do. But my videos have been very beauty product oriented and gathering all the beauty products that I can. And that is no longer going to be the case on this channel. That's not to say I'm not going to get new makeup, and it's not to say that I don't love the makeup that I have, but I just realized I needed to take a step back and get in check with reality and realize that I can't spend all my extra money on makeup. I mean, I can, but what's the point? I have one face. I probably in November, I really started, October maybe, I really started getting into the idea of Pan That Palette, especially because I did a makeup inventory and I have 58 eyeshadow palettes. And I know that's excessive. I realize that. And that's why I'm doing this, because it's just too much. It's way too much. So I do kind of want to explain my idea for Pan That Palette. I know a lot of people do Pan That Palette just so that they can use up a whole palette. My idea is literally just to pan every single shade. This year I'm going to focus on the Lorac Pro, and I literally am just going to try and hit pan in every shade. So like cream already has pan. It's not something I'm going to work on for a while because I'm not necessarily trying to use it all up. I'm just trying to get use out of what I have, because it's not that I hate this palette, because I don't. I actually really like it. But I just have a lot that I feel like I don't need. But I spent my money on it and I like it, so why would I just get rid of it, you know? If I didn't like it, that would be one thing. But the palettes that I have in my collection, I actually like. So I'm not just gonna sell them or get rid of them. I want to use them. So this is the one we're starting with. Partly because I've heard it's a lot easier to pan Lorac palettes than like Urban Decay or Too Faced. So that's why we're starting here. Anyway, but you can see I've already hit pan in cream. I have a little dip in taupe, a little dip in mauve, sable, black, slate, garnet, light bronze, gold, and I've got quite a dip going in champagne. I do want to set goals. I think that that's important to helping me achieve the panning of this palette. So I also know it gets really hard to use your shades once you've been using the same palette for months on end. And from watching other people pan palettes, I realized that the smart thing to do is to start with shades that you don't love. So in this palette, there are 3 shades that I really don't love. The first one is gold, and that's just because it's like a very yellow gold, and I don't like it on my skin tone. I don't like it. I don't reach for golds. So that's one. I really don't like champagne. It's a beautiful color, but it has chunks of glitter in it that end up all over your face. So I don't like champagne. And then I don't like slate. It's really dark. It's really hard to make it look good ever. It just always looks dark. So for January, since it is wintertime, I thought that would be the best time for me to try and work through slate. So I have some ideas on how I'm going to get through it. I'll also try and use light pink and taupe. So light pink will be like my base shade, taupe will be my crease shade, and slate is going to be like the shade I use every single day. No matter what else I do with this palette, I will use slate every day. So I found a few ways that I like it. I like mixing it with gold. It kind of turns it to a more bronzy gold, which I can handle. That's really the only way that I have found mixing it that I actually really like. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not, even though I don't like champagne, it's not what I'm going to try and use up simply because it's something I can use. I don't like the glitter all over my face, but it is a shade that, you know, when it comes to the end, I'm not going to be dreading using it. Anyway, so some of the shades I'm going to stay away from because they're my favorites. I love mauve, so I'm not going to use that one for quite a while. I love nude, so I won't be using that one. I love pewter and light bronze and espresso. And I love espresso because it's a cool toned brown, and so it can change the look of a warm tone look. So I'm going to try to avoid those shades the first part of this until I can hit pan on these other shades that I'm not loving so much. Yeah, I'm really excited to get going on this. I'm not going to start until January 1st. I'm trying right now just to use a bunch of different palettes and get it out of my system so that it's not hard for me to use this on a consistent basis. I'm also giving myself a little bit of leeway to where I don't have to use this on Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays and Saturdays will be my makeup play days, where I can just play with what I have in my collection and it doesn't have to come from my Pan That palette. And then if I hit pan on a shade, then again, I can take a break for a few days and use something else. So I'm really hoping that when I do my update the end of January, that this will have pan. It took me a really long time to hit cream, and I was using it almost every day. So I'm a little nervous, but that is my goal. So I'm just gonna stick to it and hope I get there. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye guys.